Welcome to Nirmala TV. We're streaming love. 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 We're streaming love to all our sisters, to all our brothers on this planet, on this planet. We're streaming love. 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 We're streaming love to all our brothers, to all our sisters on this planet. Jai Shri Mataji. You are watching NirmalaTV Season 3.
Jai Shri Mataji. Welcome to the first Nirmala TV in the year that we celebrate Shri Mataji's 100th birthday.
Hello, everyone, and let's be connected tonight in this Nirmala TV show, Season 3, Episode 4, and we are starting new year, and we all know that this year is very special because
Yes, it is very special, but the year started different than we had hoped, and because of that, because of the passing of our dear Guruji, our dear brother, our dear music teacher, this show will be different than than you expect from us, maybe. But we will tell you that later, because first we start as usual, so to say.
So okay. So let's tell a little bit. So we, of course, starting the year of Shri Mataji's 100th year birthday, and we can celebrate every day of this year because it is such a happening. And in this show, we have a special attention for our greatest of the greatest musicians in Sahaja Yoga. And this evening will be full of his music or about him and memories about him. So actually, this kind of documentary moments and memories about Guruji, they are made very fresh. Like if it is, I don't know, like it's just made, just ready for us for this show, so nobody saw yet, even I didn't see yet, so it is a really big surprise for tonight. So stay in the show, and if you have a possibility, please share about Nirmal TV show in your WhatsApp groups or Facebook or somewhere, that more yogis can join, more collective we will have tonight, and more vibrations we will get all together. Yes.
Absolutely. That is very nice. But let's first gather in meditation, and let's bring our attention to our Divine Mother.
So if we have possibility to sit down and to meditate, so let's join all together from bowing to Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, please bless us for this show, for tonight, to enjoy together your vibrations and your presence in the show. Let's rise Kundalini and let's give Bandhan for ourselves. Now let's keep our hands down, attention to Mother Earth and to Sahasrara. Shimataji, please take away all the tensions, all the our problems, all our thoughts, speed, heaviness if we have. Please take it out and please make us feel balance inside of us. Let's keep attention Sahasrara and let vibrations flow through us, through all chakras, all channels. Now left hand open, right hand towards Mother Earth. Attention to Sahasrara. Oh Divine Mother, please bless our left channels. Give us, please, your desire. Let's feel our Sahasraras and left hand. Now let's keep right hand open, left hand up. Attention to Sahasrara, and may vibrations flow through our right side. And please, Shrimataji, give us dynamism without ego, action without ego. Okay, now both hands open, and let's focus on now at central channel. Oh Divine Mother, please come to our center channel. Please rule all the chakras, all the elements, all deities from Sahasrara. Oh Divine Mother, please connect all of us who are joining for this NirmalaTV show in different places, different continents. Please connect all of us. And let's continue this meditation with Shimataji's short speech. It was Shri Ganesha's puja in Chindwara, and in this speech, Mataji came to Chindwara after a long time with Sahaj yogis and explains about this place a little bit. It's a little. It's just a little stories from Shri Mataji's birthplace. So let's listen this and meditate.
It's a very unusual thing to happen like this, you see. This my father built this house about 80 years back. He was very imaginative and fond of guests. So he also put up guest bedrooms and guest bathrooms, such. And it was a hill station. Now, of course, because of crowdedness, very cold and hill station. So people used to come, his friends used to come from Nagpur. So he had made arrangements for them. There were no hotels or anything. So they used to have, and people of this place are extremely hospitable, very hospitable. So it was his idea that he should have a house here where his guests would be. His brother had a big house, but it was joint and he couldn't receive his guests. So he thought it's better to build a house here. And behind was a huge big compound, bigger than this, which I have seen. I was only 4 years of age when we went away from here, but I remember each and everything about this house and everything about Chindwara. You know, my memory is unusually very, very sharp. I remember even my birth is to that extent. But I never knew that there would be so many saints coming to visit this place of my birth. I never expected that there would be so many people who will take to Sahaj Yoga in my lifetime. Because when I was born, I found people were so blind. I thought, how will I talk about Sahaj Yoga? What will I do? How will it work out? It's very difficult. My father knew about my mission, and he told me that you better find out a way by which you can give realization. Amas. That's what's important. Because even if you give realization, one person is of no use. Also, you should not write anything because you don't create another Bible, Gita, Quran. Because books also bind them. So best thing is that you should take to search of human beings why they can't they get their mass realization. Because now you have come for that purpose. Somehow I worked it out. And really it was surprising. I was not thinking to open Sahasrara, but I was literally forced into it and it worked out. It's working out. You can see all of you are here. It's very amazing thing that can happen to someone like this, that in the lifetime only you have come here to see this birthplace of mine. It was such vibrations that my sahasrara became completely jammed with vibration. So cold inside and outside was so hot that I didn't know what was happening. So I'm happy all of you could come and see this place. And a very humble house it was, but in those days it was the most, well planned house as such and was very much appreciated by people. And after that 4 years I was here. And then we went to Nagpur because my father had a big practice in Nagpur. He had to go many times down. So they thought it's better to go. There also he had many houses. And Baba Mama is going to take you around to see those houses. He says he'll find out time to see where I've arrived it. But Nagpur also is very vibrated place. You can feel it. People are very quiet. It's a very quiet place. So this is a very novel thing. I don't think it has happened in the lifetime of anyone of the incarnations who came on this earth. Even for Rama Janmabhoomi we are fighting even today. So you can imagine. Thank God we've got this place in a way. It's not yet ours, But in a way we are there, and maybe with your good wishes, we'll own it very soon.
Beautiful. So nice to hear Shumansi's story about the house in Chindwara, the meaning of it, and how her father really enjoyed guests.
Yeah,
So
and also it was mentioned Nagpur, where music academy
yeah.
started in Sahaja Yoga.
Absolutely, absolutely, as we all know. Nice. So before we start with our first item, we have to tell you already that after that will be the quiz. So please tell everyone in your house that they have to get ready and that they have to take their phones and be ready for the quiz, because
So
that is going to be very early in the
yes,
show today.
yes. So we will have news also. We have few items, and then will be classically evening with classical music and memories. So Ara, first item which we will have now. What is
Yes.
that?
Yeah, that is the jubilee, the golden jubilee song that is sung by, let me see,
Sangeet.
Sangeeta, and she's living in Berin. I don't know actually where it is.
And
But maybe if
actually
somebody knows, please let us know.
yeah, actually, if we do mistake that we are announcing not correctly, sorry. Also, we just wanted to. We asked Subramanian, do you know the singer? Because in YouTube there was no any comments. Who is that
Mm,
and how? It's so humble, actually. But what is nice in
true.
this song that there are subtitles and we can understand the meaning of the song. That is
Yes,
very
and it
nice.
has amazing, beautiful video of Srimati and of all yogis getting self-realization. So enjoy the Golden Jubilee song.
Yes.
Ah வைக்கிறோம் நாங்கள் சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் கொண்டாடுவோம் சேர்ந்து கொண்டாடுவோம் கரயோக பொன்விழாவை கொண்டாடுவோம் மனதினில் அமைதி பேரானந்தம் தரும் மன்னையே சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் நாங்கள் சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் மன்னையே சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் நாங்கள் சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம் நாங்கள் சமர்ப்பிக்கிறோம்.
Shri Mataji. You are watching NirmalaTV.
Such a beautiful song. Wow. Thank you so much, Sangeeta. And what a beautiful video clip.
And for us to start, this kind of celebration for giving realization, right? It's very, very nice
Yeah,
message.
very, very nice. Very nice. And to see Srimati laughing in such a way, so
Yeah.
intense, that is the most beautiful thing. I think we have a guest in our program somehow. I feel somebody is there. Yes.
Oh,
there he is.
hello there.
Can we? Hi, where are you?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I think the sound is going a bit
can hear me?
crazy for the time being, but maybe we.
Oh, hello.
But in
Yeah.
a delay. Oh my goodness me.
Okay,
Maybe you
fantastic.
start again.
Okay, wait. Maybe I'm just gonna. And now you can hear me well again, perfectly. No.
No, there
It's a
is a
little
delay. Maybe you switch
delay,
off and you
but
switch
maybe-
back on.
Carlos,
That
how it
music.
is for everyone? I hear you well. Okay, so maybe it's
Okay,
just for
perfect. Yeah, good. Okay, the floor is yours.
Fantastic. Here we go. So, to those familiar with the format of the evening, we need no introduction. Hopefully, you have your phones, website, and also Nicola Mappelli ready on your right hand side, who will provide you with all the answers required for this evening. Because the quiz for tonight, I can see phones being readied. The quiz for tonight is all about what's happening in India this spring. So, let's begin. The Kahoot pin code is, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, is 7214429. So when the game is set up, you can use this to jump in, and hopefully we will see the people. There we go. So we have about, it's such a small screen today. We have about, 15 players in? Oh, that's fine. So we have a few more, just wait for it, and we'll see how many we get, and we'll try to hit about 30 or 40 player mark, and then we'll get going forwards. So this time we have the lighter material of the evening, of course, beforehand, and then we go into the more deeper items on the topic. And this will hopefully help us then open our heart for what is to come. It was an absolutely beautiful song that we heard in the beginning, and I am so excited to see what else we will have this evening. So for those, I repeat again, if you didn't hear, this evening's quiz will be about India. All about India and a bit about what's happening this year there. So hopefully you've been informed about the events, the tours, and the pujas taking place. And with this information in hand, you will surely succeed at the quiz at hand. So we have about enough players in, so we'll just get right started. So 10 questions once again. Get ready. And here we go. So the first question is, how many years has it been since India's independence? Just a bit of a historical beginning to get your brains rolling and thinking about what's happening in India. Is the question 54, 66, 75, or 81 years since India's independence? If you've been to ISPS, perhaps this question is easy to answer. If not, then a quick Wikipedia will give you the answer. Then again, if you know it straight off the bat, That'll give you most of the points. So we have about 20 answers in. We'll wait a few more. You have about 25 seconds left at this point to see whether you get the first question right. And it seems like our quiz has stopped for the time being. And in that case, I will just talk towards the camera until everything is completely back to normal. And I will also talk to my assistant here on the right and ask, is the quiz on or no?
He's charging.
The quiz is back online, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see the answers. So the correct answer was C, 75, and about the majority still got it right. So 13, excellent. Friday the 13th, 13 answers correct. Heading on to the leaderboards. So we have Niru first spot, followed by Patat, India Tour Love, very nice, Cash, and Mursu Mursu. A tongue twister for the Finnish people here. Great. So we'll go into question number 2. How many tour routes are there officially in India this spring? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? It will be a tour galore. Well, we know that there is a lot happening in India, but officially we can give you these numbers. Unofficially, there's probably a lot more happening in each individual town, city, and village across the country. We can give you at least these verified, authenticated, and legitimate results for the evening. So let's see, we have about most of the answers in. We'll give you a few more seconds for those slow ones who are still cranking their brains into the right gear. And then we will head on to the leaderboards. But let's see the answer. Thank you. Oh, wow, that went so fast that nobody saw the answer. So the right answer was actually 3. So we have 3 official tours happening this spring. And as you can see, by no surprise, India Tour Love has taken the first position, followed by Cash, Vanaman, and Prem and Fair. We'll head on to question number 3. And the question goes, how many realizations are aimed for on a global level? Now we're speaking globally. Is it 10,000? Is it 100,000? Is it 1 million? Or is it, ladies and gentlemen, 100 million realizations this year? Now, if you know the answer, splendid. If not, then guess and see what you get. So we got those questions coming in. We got about 30 seconds left. A bit of hesitation, a bit of trepidation, considering, okay, if there's about 7 billion people on the globe, and how many people need realization? 100%, I wonder. Maybe. What's the threshold? Oh, we'll see in the upcoming years to come. In any case, we have about most of the answers in, and we'll head on to see what was right answer. So, ladies and gentlemen, right answer is, as you know, 100 million realizations. We set the goal high, very high, but we will succeed definitely. Maybe this year, maybe in a couple of years to come. Any case, 17 people knew this is the goal. Heading on to question number 4. India Tour Love leading very strongly, followed by Cash, Vanaman, and lovely to see you here once again, Prem and Fair. We'll head on to the next question. So question number 4, where will the International Birthday Puja be held this year? Is it Nirmala, Chhindwara, or both venues? Drum roll, answers coming in slowly this time. Checking your invitations on WhatsApp. Where on earth are they actually doing it this year? Let's see. That's the one. So hopefully you'll get the answer right. As you know, there are many venues in India that will be celebrating the puja, but there are 2 where the international puja is going to take place. And of course, considering the numbers in India, perhaps it's a good thing. But logistically speaking, that'll ease the burden and divide the labor. In any case, we have most of the questions in, so we will see what the right answer is in this case. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, it is both. So true, yes, Chhindwara is the birthplace of Shrimadji, but the venue will be in both Nirmala, Delhi, and Chhindwara at the center of India. So we'll head onto the leaderboard and see where we're standing. India Tour Love still holding strong position, followed by Cash, Niru, Sahaj, B, and 5th spot, newcomer Aine. So let's head on to the 5th question. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the meaning of the Nirmala? Is it pure seat, divine land, divine abode, or pure world? So these options can be a kerfuffle, a confusion, discombobulation for your minds. Perhaps you will find still the right answer for this tricky question. Then again, if you speak Hindi, then it's pretty obvious for you. For us Westerners, it's a bit more of a tricky thing as we're still picking up the how-to of Hindi. So let's see. We have about the majority of the answers. Then we'll give you a few more seconds. A few more seconds to just. Oh, didn't even need that, eh? So yes, correct. 13 is, sorry. C, divine abode is the right answer. Pure seat, yeah, we know that pita means seat. So if you would have read your mantra book, you would have known that. In any case, we'll go to question number 6. Leaderboard, of course. India tour love on a full streak at this point, followed by Cash, Sahaj B, Prem, and Anila, who's going on a India tour streak has 5 correct answers. Any case, we'll head on to question number 6. What is the name of an international tour taking place in Maharashtra after the birthday celebration? Is it A, We Are Sahaj, B, We Are Nirmalites, C, We Are Many, or D, We Are One? Many options, all in any case indicating some kind of collectivity, unity, integration, lots of nice togetherness and moments of jolliness. So these are the options we have at hand, and hopefully you find the right one. So if you've read, oh, fantastic, that was stunning like lightning. So correct, it is D, We Are One. 5, We Are Nirmalites. That could have been a good survey question. But yes, correct, it is We Are One tour happening after a birthday celebration. So we'll head on to the leaderboards and see what's happening. Once again, to nobody's surprise, India Tour Love taking first spot, followed by Cash, Sahaj B, Prem, and Niru making her way back to the board after being there after question 1. Welcome back. Question 7. And the question is, what is India often referred to as? Is it Yoga Bhumi, Bharat Ganaraja, Land of Saints, or all the above? Oh, I don't know. I made the questions, but who really knows? In any case, India has many names, and it has been referred to with a name in some of the invitations. But then again, there are the official names, there's informal names, there's extra titles given, there's this and that. In any case, I'm just trying to evade giving you the right answer by just talking whatever comes to my mind. But in any case, most of you have answered by now, so we'll see what the right answer is. It is truly all the above. I appreciate the fact that 5 people went for Yoga Bhumi because that is what we had on the invitations going out. Number 6, Land of Saints, sounds also beautiful. It is very true, but the most true answer is, of course, all the above. So we'll see what the leaderboard looks like now. India Tour Love still holding first spot, but I see that they didn't get any extra points, so perhaps they got it wrong. In any case, followed by Cash, Sahaj B, Niru, and Anila on 5th position. We'll head on to the 8th question, if my mathematics serves me correct. Yes, 8. Great. In 1993, the India tour went to Shumari's birthplace, Chindwara. Which puja did they offer? We also, if you're paying attention, played a video from there, so if you check the title, you'll know. Was it A, a Devi puja, B, a Gauri puja, C, a Ganesh puja, or D, a Makar Sankranti puja? Well, we'll see truly where everybody's attention was this evening and whether or not you got it right. In any case, another fascinating question is, which pujas did Shumarji usually hold when she went to a place for the first time? But that's a whole topic in and of itself that probably requires a bit of research into, but one I'll just leave with you for now when you try to figure out this question at hand. In any case, we seem to have most of the answers in. This one took a bit slower than expected, understandably. So we'll see what the right answer is. So the right answer was Ganesha Puja. It's a very nice even board across the whole 4 options. But those of you who were tuning in from the very beginning of our streaming, you would have seen that it was truly the Ganesha Puja that was held at Chindwara in 1993. And we'll see what the leaderboard looks like now. So India Tour Love still holding first position with Niru, Cash, Anita, and Sahaj be right on their tail. So let's see whether or not the last two questions will serve to topple the leader of the leaderboard. Heading on to question number 9. So here we have it. What should Westerners learn from India, as taken from Puja's speeches? Respect, hospitality, spirituality, or all the above? These have all been derived from multiple talks on Amruta that we searched prior to this quiz. And these are aspects that we should imbibe from Indians. Of course, that is one side of a coin because, as we know, there's beautiful values that everybody has. And it's a matter of mixing and matching and finding those complementary pairs amongst each other so that we can truly blossom as one united Sangha. Well, we have most of the answers in at this point, and we will see what the right answer was for this question. Truly, it was all the above. You are all very fast and correct on this one. Spirituality, yes, very much. That is true for you two people. But yes, all of these above is something we can truly imbibe when we go and live in the beautiful land of the Yoga Bhumi. So we'll see the leaderboard and figure out if India Tour Love is still on top. Ladies and gentlemen, is still on top. Followed by Niru, Cash, Sahaj B, and Anila. But surely the top 3 can still change with this last question, looking at the points, because it's very much feasible with the gap of only about, 50 points in between? Wow. It is a neck-to-neck race, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll head on to the last question. So keep that finger ready and your phone next to you. The last question is, complete the quote from the first India tour in 1977. When we melt our intelligence, our ego, even our superego, in your what? Your liver, your agnya, your stomach, or your heart? Well, one of these centers is the area where we can truly melt all of these elements of ourselves. Our buddhi, our ahamkara, our manasa, and then correct them, integrate them, and create a cohesive whole. So perhaps it is one of these 4. Well, it definitely is, because I wrote the questions and the answers for this one. And we have most of the replies in, so we will see truly where do we find the final answer to everything. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it was indeed the heart. The agnya was a trick. I give you that because that's one of the options we usually think of. But truly it is the heart which takes the parts of everything else, puts it nicely together, and then creates that beautiful blossoming whole of a personality. Because when the spirit rises to our mind, that's when we find that connection, everlasting, with the yoga, with the divine. Anyways, let's see the leaderboard. Oh, sorry, we'll see the top 3 at this point. Drum roll, everybody. 3rd position went to Niru. Excellent. 2nd position to Anila. And 1st position to India Tour Love made it just with a small little difference in the points. Cash and Sahaj B in 5th position. Now, please, if you can, tell us which country you're from and how often you've read the mantra book from front to back. Thank you very much. That was our quiz for tonight, and we'll get on with the rest of the evening program.
Thank you so much, Gabriel. That was again a beautiful quiz. And I must say, I not only love this quiz, but I love the stories around it, the way you explain it. I mean, it's wonderful. You're a great quiz master. Thank you once more.
Most
And how it is how it is in Cabella now? Can you tell us a little bit how it is Cabella in winter, New Year atmosphere?
Yes, so the best way to learn about Cabella this time of year is to go to the foundation page, subscribe to our newsletter, and in that way get the direct information on what is taking place Cabella this time of year. If you're also curious to know what's happening in India, You can check your invitations that have gone around on WhatsApp. And also, the invitation is going now, also in the chat right now for the India tours. So lots of
Wow.
information coming at you from different angles. Hopefully, you'll catch some and take it home with you.
The
Great.
one and only Gabrielle. Great. Thank
Yes,
you so much.
Mataji.
And please tell us who you are and where you are from, the three winners of tonight's
We need to know.
quiz. We really need to know.
It's critical.
Absolutely. It's very
So,
critical because we cannot go on otherwise.
No,
Gabriel, maybe you have an idea for the next show. What kind of title will be of the quiz, or some idea, or some?
Well, yes. I mean, we once asked our lovely audience what they wanted for the quiz, and they did say cooking and recipes
Wow.
and the cuisine that Sahaj yogis could have. So I'm not really a chef, so I'm gonna have to do a lot more research on that one. But perhaps for the
Wonderful.
next.
Wonderful. So we can already prepare for that.
Yes, we can
Because-
prepare with that one.
Because the winner actually was prepared. Yeah, he made a nickname like India Tour Lover. That is amazing match.
It's a very good name for the winner of tonight's
I think
show.
they were very well prepared. They were very well prepared for this these questions.
Wonderful. Okay, thank
Okay.
you once more, Gabrielle, and enjoy your
course.
evening.
Have a
So,
wonderful-
yeah, let's continue and see what we're going to do now. Gabriel
Okay.
trying to use his powers to disappear.
Yes,
which
disappear.
he did. Yeah, so we continue, and the next item is about actually the 100th birthday celebrations. It's beautiful video that came to us by the Canadian collective, and they actually put a video together on their plans for the coming year. And I think we can also see it as an inspiration for all of us, what we could do
Yes.
in our own countries, our own collectives.
Let's see it.
Yes.
So first I had to open up my self-prana. Then your self-pranas would be opened up. And then I felt that tremendous work of my books started. So much weight even upon me. My own books, like torrential rains on me.
are watching NirmalaTV.
The Sahaj news of today. The Sahaja Yogini Neha Bhavini Sharma got awarded at the Kolkata International Film Festival with her documentary Nibrium. It's a docu-film on bride trafficking between West Bengal and Kashmir and the difficulties while shooting the film. She got the Golden Royal Bengal Award for the Best Indian Documentary.
Kashmir. Think of the place and the most obvious strikes your mind. Its pristine beauty or terrorism. But the valley has a lot more to say. Are you listening?
बहुत मुश्किल होती है, बहुत मुश्किल।
बाहर के लड़के आया तो यहाँ का लड़के का काम हो गया।
यहाँ जो ब्लैक लड़की काला लड़की की कौन शादी करेगा?
देखो सुनो बात, मुझे बोलो हेलो तो लो वीडियो ये देना तमाम फेसबुक में मेरा वीडियो।
Now we have a different community called as Nibrim or an outsider.
मैं क्यों आई इधर?
जिंदगी कट गया बल्ला क्या पता है कब मौत आ जाए।
ला 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 लोरी दूध की कटोरी।
देखो मुझे खाक द्रांग में शादी हुआ, क्या हुआ? हाँ द्रांग बोलती हूँ।
ये लोग मानने वाला नहीं है।
On Facebook, you can find an interview with Neha, and the trailer can be watched on YouTube. The 21 days online meditation programs. A special project for Srimatiji's 100th birthday are the worldwide 21 days of online Sahaj programs. New 21-day courses have started in Australia on the 9th of January, will start tomorrow the 14th in the US, and in Europe it will start on February the 25th in many different languages. In every time zone there are still opportunities to help out as a host, a mentor, and as IT support. Please check out the websites. The Sahaj online meditation from the heart. These meditation programs started about 10 years ago and have grown to 22 one-hour live online meditations every week. There are 19 regular moderators from 11 countries sharing meditation programs with established Sahaja yogis from all around the world. These moderators of the meditation sessions are from Australia, India, Turkey, Bulgaria, Romania, Austria, Norway, Spain, Portugal, the UK, and Canada. The program links are archived and available on Facebook, so you can watch it anytime. You can find the links here and on the news page of the Nirmala TV website, together with all the times of the different meditation sessions. The 100th year birthday song. Our dear sister Anandita Basu has started a beautiful project of a 100-year birthday celebration song for Srimatiji, where all the Sahaja yogis sing together as one Sahaja Yoga family. The idea is that we all learn this song in our collectivity and then record the song with video as a gift for Srimatiji. On the 100-year birthday song WhatsApp and Telegram groups, you can find all the audio and video instructions. You can still join in with the online live rehearsals with your collective. We will share, of course, all the links of these groups here and in our news page. How amazing it is if each Sahaj yogi would learn this song and performs the song on Mother's Birthday Puja around the globe, wherever you might be for the birthday puja.
It is to make us united.
It is to make us united
Into a single heart.
into a single heart.
Yes, that's all.
Wow, it's nice.
Wow,
Right,
it's
ready?
touching. Meaning is touching.
You didn't read the lyrics yet?
I'm
What
wait-
kind of brother are
I'm
you?
waiting for premiere. That is a proper premiere.
Premier.
A surprise.
Premier is already done so many times. Let's try again. Maybe your brother also wants. Try.
Listen, listen.
1, 2, 3, start. This is the song for the nation. This is the song for love. Rhythm. This is the song for the nation. This is the song for love. It is to make us united into a single heart. Again. This is the song for the nation. This is the song for love. This is to make us united into a single heart. Again. This is the song for the nation. This is the song for love. It is to make us united into a single heart. Again. This is the song for the nation. This is the song for love. This is to make us united into a single heart. Very good. Bravo.
Happy, happy, happy birthday to you.
Good. Nice. And then the last one.
I might need.
This is the song for the nation. This is the song for love. This is to make us united in a single heart.
Yogis are invited to sing together in English or translate it in your own language. Sing it in opera style, in African style, or in any other style that matches your country or the style of your preference. And make a 1-minute video with your collective while dancing or playing music or cooking together. Last day to record and send your audio and video file is the 10th of February. All instructions can be found on our news page, but even better, join the 100th birthday song groups on WhatsApp and Telegram. The birthday puja celebrations in India. It cannot have escaped your attention that we are all invited to come to India to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Sri Mataji's advent. The celebrations consist in 2 routes, which will culminate in a grand puja in Kanapatipule in April. For those who have never been on tour, it's a fantastic chance to enjoy thousands of yogis gathering together to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Sri Mataji's birth. And if you have been to India tour in the old days, it is wonderful to come and relive that joy again. There's a beautiful invitation website where you can find all the information. We will share all websites with the links on the news page of NirmalaTV. Let's go back to the program.
You are watching NirmalaTV.
So the rest of the evening we dedicate to Guruji, and although his life story is so immense and it's such a short time ago that he passed away, still we got together with several yogis from all over the world And these yogis shared their stories, their personal experience, their connection to such a great master and such a deep soul. And it's so beautiful to hear. So for the next half hour, we're going to listen to these stories. We're going to hear little bits of music. It's going to be a beautiful experience. And also from our hearts, from the whole team of NirmalaTV, we want to bring our deepest condolences to his family, of course, to Urmila, Vishal, Kaushik, Mangesh, and of course, Sandesh. So we are, in a way, we are also happy to share these experiences with all of you, with the whole Sangha. And let us realize what a deep soul he was, what an amazing yogi and an amazing musician our dear beloved Guruji was. So all your attention, please, for, we call it Lessons in Silence.
I started studying with Guruji in 2009. I was 16 years of age when I first went to his house in December of 2009. I wanted to sort of experience this culture of Guru Shishya Parampara, which is the culture of the student living at the Guru's house and living a lifestyle of sharing day-to-day experiences with the Guru. And I thought it was to be a very strict process. But this is where I discovered one of Guruji's most important qualities was that he was not at all a strict Guru. It was very much, wake up when you want to wake up, practice when you feel like practicing, and sort of really enjoy the present moment as much as you can. His guru was Pandit Jagdish Prasad, who is a very renowned classical vocalist, one of the most foremost in the Patiala Gharana. And there's a very interesting story of how Guruji selected his guru. His father used to take him on the bicycle, and he used to sit in the back seat. And his father took him to various concerts of musicians, and he went and listened to various musicians and sort of listened to them. And when he listened to Pandit Jagdish Prasad, he immediately told his father, I want him to be my guru. And so that's how he selected Panditji. And if you listen to Pandit Jagdish Prasad's vocals, there's very much a tonal similarity between himself and Guruji.
From Baba Mama's memoirs. In the year 1973, I was made a judge of a musical competition where Guruji was singing a ghazal. I immediately realized his potential and requested the organizers to ask him to contact me. I was very impressed, not only by his musical talent, but by the fact that he was running a musical school for the poor and the downtrodden, charging them minimum fees or no fees at all. I decided to help him, and we created an organization known as Swar Madhuri, Sweet Notation, and under the umbrella of this organization, we arranged programs of eminent artists. As a result, there was very great rapport between Guruji and his musicians, and I was confident that they would be most happy to come and perform for Srimataji. It is proper here to mention that Srimataji herself was very impressed by the fact that Guruji was running a school for the poor, and she had also visited the school once during her visits to Nagpur. So I made the resolution, but I did not make it public. This, according to me, must have been the turning point in my life.
The real sort of breakthrough, if you like, came around in the 90s when Baba Mama created this, with Srimataji's blessings, a group called Nirmal Sangeet Sarita that basically created the soundtrack for the next decades of Sahaja Yoga, in the sense that bhajans were composed by Baba Mama in praise of the divine, in praise of Srimataji, and these bhajans were arranged, composed, and embellished by Guruji Dakade.
I remember as a child, I would hear the bhajans of Nirmal Sangeet Sarita, and I would go into a state of pure devotion and thoughtless awareness.
What he did was he created these bhajans, very, very, how should we say, catchy, moving, rhythmical tunes, conveying these beautiful poetic lyrics that Baba Mama composed, but with classical embellishments. And it was very evident to us that there was a whole tradition and knowledge of classical music coming in too, which was the substratum of these amazing songs. And over the years, many people visited Nagpur in order to be educated in this extraordinary deep music.
It was a great privilege, really, to be around him, to have this close interaction with him, to see him teach and to learn myself from him.
He was rather a very gentle, peaceful, unassuming personality, a very sweet personality. And that sweetness could be definitely heard in every note of his music. And back in the 90s, in 95, we used to go to every day to his flat to learn to imbibe the music and also enjoy the atmosphere.
So often we'd sit in silence for, sometimes hours. And in that time, I really felt his sort of, personality, not personality really, but his way of maintaining attention and sort of maintaining his energy levels so that he could carry it through the course of the day. And that was also a lesson for me, that sometimes that we just need to make sure we have time in the day where we are sitting in silence and meditating, so that we are able to maintain that energy to take across the day and then take it on to when we are practicing music. Or so not every single moment of the day needs to be used productively as an action, but also to sit and meditate and leave some space in silence. I think that's a very significant teaching that I've sort of learned to observe and try and carry out in my day as well.
That it was always very eager also to experiment. It wasn't just fixed on the style and the structure of Indian music. I would always be ready to experiment and be part of different kind of fusion projects.
The last years, we also were able to do some collaboration, some musical collaboration, and especially for the oratorium, he added his violin to Mother of Light. He added his violin to Victor Fortuni's Little Lamb for a Christmas edition, and he added his violin to Debbie's version of the beautiful version of Jerusalem, which was an honor for all of us, and I'm still cherishing it.
And did those feet in ancient time walk upon England's mountains green? And was the Holy Lamb of God on England's pleasant pastures seen?
Was there at we performed in 2018 in Mumbai and Nirmala in the Divine Mother, which was this tribute which was dedicated to Sri Mataji. And the idea was that, Sri Mataji had traveled all around the world throughout her life, and she'd, the blossoms of all these seeds around the world come together and offer their fragrance artistically to her lotus feet. And he was, of course, an honored musician in that group.
The violin. So the violin was his career instrument, in which he worked at the All India Radio as a professional violinist. And he adapted the vocal training he got from his guru onto the violin, and that became his primary mode of sort of training and musical development.
Well, he would just sing it. He would just start the composition. I don't know how. It was amazing. So you see Guruji's contribution in revealing the divine dimension of music to all of us is inestimable. He was just an instrument of music. Music would flow through him. And you see, there are so many great musicians, legendary musicians in India nowadays. But all of this, all his qualities made him the beautiful instrument of Sri Mataji, because Sri Mataji used him to reach out to all of us, to reach out to the hearts of the Sahaj yogis, to reach out to the hearts of the seekers. And while the pure classical music can be, less accessible to someone who's not used to it, Guruji's compositions would be classically based, but so melodious and so accessible to everyone, to all of us, the Western yogis, the Indian yogis, even to the seekers who, people who have never heard Indian classical music before. So all the qualities he had, his humility, his spiritual caliber, his caliber as a musician, all of this made him such a beautiful instrument of Sri Mataji. And it is through him that we, through his music, that we received that nourishment to our spiritual ascent. It is a very great thing. So it's not only that, he created music. Through that, he actually nourished our spiritual ascent.
But for me, the most unique thing about Guruji was how everything he did, everything he played, whether it was in the violin or singing or harmonium, even tabla, he used to play sometimes, touched my heart. Every note, everything he did, it really touched my heart. Even if it was not something complicated, even if it was just one note he sang, it was something so deep. It was something so serene, so special, so pure, that it would literally just fill you up with so much love, and so, like, vibrationally, it was so strong every time. And this is what really attracted me, about his music.
And Mother was composing with Guruji. She was writing the words, altering the text, and it was being sung. And to, I believe, the raga, the tune was based on Bimpalasi, and it was just a magical moment. Sri Mataji was composing with her court musician, with this great musician.
The three great mantras were composed by Guruji together with Sri Mataji. So under Sri Mataji's guidance, he composed the three great mantras. And he said, Sri Mataji was telling him the words of the three great mantras, and he would sing the mantra to her, asking if this is how she feels it's best. And she would sometimes then correct him, saying, no, for this word, I would like to express this, or for that word, I want to express this. This is what I want to express. This is what I want the yogis to feel. And then he would change the melody and adapt it to what Sri Mataji wanted from the three great mantras. And he said it was a tremendous experience for him to literally compose the three great mantras with the Adi Shakti herself, And for me personally, there is no mantra higher than the three great mantras. These are the mantras of the Adi Shakti, of Sri Mataji herself. And to know that this was composed by Guruji and Sri Mataji together, and how that moment would have been, that these three great mantras, will define Sahaj Yoga forever, for eternity. These mantras will be sung for the ages to come, forever. It is such a big thing. I feel it is so amazing, and which is also why, of course, why the three great mantras have such tremendous vibrations, because they were composed under her guidance. Because everything she wanted to express, Guruji translated that into music. Of course, she did it through him, but he was the instrument.
Music would just flow through him. He would compose a song in seconds, and he was so simple and so humble, and he was basically a fatherly figure to, I think, all of us who went to learn from him.
He was also, you could say, a cosmopolitan personality who would appreciate any kind of music he would hear. And I would play him, kantele music from Finland, and he would make very, he would say about the artist I played to him that, she's a very smart artist. So he kind of appreciated, not only on a general level, but, he had very, very, precise things to say about them. And what he taught me also was also being drenched, being really exposed to the Indian music.
So it was in Centrasi when I asked Guruji, why are there so few classical recordings of you? And then he said, Andrea, did you bring your equipment? And I said, yes, Guruji.
They were doing music for Shrimataji, and after the music, Shrimataji was, like always, so pleased by his music. And she asked him, would you like me to cure your eyes? And he straight away answered, no, Shrimataji, I'm fine the way I am. And Shrimataji said, don't you want to see the world? And his reply was, Shrimataji, I see more with my eyes closed than with my eyes open. And that pleased Shrimataji so much, seeing his depth.
So he was born a master, and but he wouldn't weigh on other people for this role. He was just that, and a generous kind of teacher or guru, Guruji.
We are all very fortunate to have his divine music always with us. His divine music is eternal.
A couple of notes of the alap, and already we were in Sahasrara. Already we were on this beautiful stream of feeling, of subtle feeling in connection with spirit. He took us there in the first notes. He didn't delay it until the very climatic parts of the rag. It was there from the start, and then you just enjoyed the journey with him. And it was always absolutely divine. We could call him a divine musician. Guruji was famous. He was already a legend before he came to Cabella.
I don't know if many know, but Guruji was such a funny human being. He was really hilarious. He had an amazing, sense of humor. And, while staying with him in Nagpur, you really get to see many aspects of him, because on the stage you only see one aspect of Guruji, which is the musician. But as a human being, I feel there is also so much to learn from him. It's so not just his music, the right timing for the right notes, he has that in his jokes as well. So he's always someone who lightens up the room with his humor, with his jokes, and with his sweet comments.
A perfectly joyful and serene and connected person there who emanated that kind of atmosphere inside him, even before he would take his violin and play. So that kind of joy was always there, that coolness, that freshness, and all that he was creating around. It was always very joyful.
I'm really eternally grateful for Guruji, for opening up that world for me.
He would have this sense of humor, and he would be so encouraging to everyone. And this happened every year in 2008, 2009, and 2010.
His sweetness as a personality, as a musician, will live in my heart, and I hope to imbibe some of it in every note that I'm playing. Jai Shri Mataji.
Today we all are missing him. So I request his soul to take rest at the lotus feet of Sri Mataji. Jai Sri Mataji.
His legacy will remain forever and be and will be the lighthouse that guides us towards the divine in our music as artists. He was at the helm of this ship that carried the essence, the tradition, the culture, the deep culture of Indian music to all the shores around the world.
An artist, but also part of the family. They always been part of the family.
Of course, since I know Sahaj music, Guruji has been probably like the highest musician, in my opinion, that has ever been.
Most of all, he was Shri Mataji's musician.
This is it. This is the mood, and it's such a nice thing that we can share these messages, small memories for future yogis to know who created three mantras, to know who created such a like hits in Sahaja Yoga. Very nice, very nice,
Yeah, he
and thank you,
composed so much. He composed so many.
Ada, to you and to Andreas for this great job, because kind of such a and I don't know, maybe somebody who is in touch, like I know that Andreas, he was working on some project just now and it was left not finished, right? So
Mhm.
but for me, watching this movie, this documentary moments and everything, and now we will listen his music also, we can meditate together with his music and moments from Sri Mataji's presence. It's actually desire to celebrate that we could meet such a soul in Saj Yoga. And would be,
Absolutely. Yes.
if
Yes.
if
That's
if
true.
there would be possibility now, I would like Sri Mataji to ask Sri Mataji, tell me who he was, what
Mm.
kind of story of the spirit is of Guruji.
But is that
So
important? I mean, what he gave us is maybe enough. I gave so
yeah,
much, and
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah,
was such
yeah.
a blessing to have known him. And if you hear these stories, it's fantastic. And for sure, there are many more stories. So
That's
maybe it's
it.
a nice idea to even, I mean,
But
we feel this is the first attempt to pay homage to such a deep soul. And yeah, I
so
mean,
so
it's
let's say
very
that
little.
if somebody has some real stories, experiences with Guruji, let's share it,
Mm.
or you send to us, or you just share it on internet, it will reach everybody, because this kind of memories are bringing back vibrations and moments to all of us who listens.
Absolutely, absolutely. So thank you all who participated and gave your attention and your time and your effort to be part
And
of this story about our Guruji.
and actually, big part of Sahaj Yoga is music, because
Yes.
if we see and remember tours and meetings with Shrimataji, like 4 days music, 1 day puja with speech. Actually, this
Mhm.
music was working out, all collective washing out. So sometimes not only bhajans, but these long deep music evenings where we don't understand, Westerners, we don't understand, are they tuning instrument or the concert is started, but still it was working on us. so
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah, and
this
with Guruji, it was like from the moment he started, you felt thoughtless. You immediately became thoughtless. So that was beautiful. So let's not talk any longer, but what can we say after all these beautiful stories?
we can
Let's
listen we
listen
can
to
listen and
Guruji
experience
more.
it. Yeah.
Mm.
So
So
in
what are
our
we
show we
going
have,
to see?
yeah, we will have now piece of music evening with Guruji and Shrimataji, and all this evening was hosted by Shrimataji's brother and music riser in Saja Yoga, Baba Mama. and
Mm.
and we will start from the middle of the concert, and if you want, if you wish, you can find in Amruta, or how it is now, the website is called Nirmal Video, how it's called, that, like,
I
you can
think it is
find it.
still on muta.org. But
Yeah,
maybe we should also share all these links on our website as well,
yeah.
so people can find all the songs and longer parts. Yeah, I mean, now we saw also some parts of some songs. We will share the full link so you can
So
look at
full concert is two
later.
hours. We chose one piece, one
Good.
item, third item of the evening
Mm.
after warming up. So let's meditate together. If you can stay in the show, let's be in this music, like in these days when we all met, maybe in India or somewhere with Shrimataji, and listening this music, is deep classical music.
Beautiful.
He only played for 30 minutes, and I thought it was only 5 minutes that he was playing. Would you want to hear more? We in our family were known to be Jajampar. That means, we could, the rug under us would wear out, but we would not give up listening to music. But you are Ghungri Phad. That means Ghungri under you would give up, but you will not give up music.
अब इसमें सिर्फ बंदिश सुनाऊंगा, लयकारी तो होगी नहीं.
दरबारी भारी होणार. दरबारी भारी लयकारी होणार नाही. लयकारी होणार नाही दरबारी.
लयकारी जरा जास्त आवडते ना.
चंद्रकांत की
चंद्रकांत विषयी त्याला त्यांना जे समजते ते सांगा. त्यांना कोणतं समजतं, गायला समजतं.
त्यांना कोणतं समजेल? पीलू 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 पीलू
पीलू समझे. हाँ ठीक है.
This was played in Jugalbandi yesterday. He is going to play this rag this.
Okay.
There's so much of variety in the ragas. Eventually, it has been decided he is going to play Kalavati.
जो की कलावती को पहला.
Kalavati क्या Kalavati?
कलावती. ओके ठीक है. 5 notes, correct.
It has only 5 notes. Out of the 12 notes that are there are only 5 notes in this raga, therefore a lot of limitation. But you will see how he will develop with various combinations and permutation. And this, the melody of the raga would be felt. And on this raga, the theme of the Asiad was based. The entire Asiad, the theme of that Asiad tune was on this raga. It's a very popular raga. Thank you. One more aspect of his style of playing violin is very important, which I must share with you. That though it has a solo status and it can be played in a different way, he plays it the way the singer. गडबड न करता जावं कृपा करून.
हे बघा ज्यांना जायचं ती वेळ आता जा मध्य का कृपा करून ज्यांना जायचं त्यांनी जावं, बाकीच्यांनी बसून घ्यायचं. शांत राहा, कृपा करून शांत राहा.
The peculiarity of Prabhakar Raoji's playing is that he plays it the way the singer would sing the rag or develop the rag. That is known as the Gayaki Dhang. Bringing it out an instrument is quite difficult. Yesterday you saw Sarangi, it is designed to play the Gayaki Dhang. The violin is designed for a solo performance, but Prabhakar Raoji Dhakre is one of the many experts on this field who brings out the Gayaki Dhang, and that is why it appeals to you so much. Thank you. It will be elaborated by Shrimata.
Hello. Now, as you have seen violin being played in the Western music also, what you find that there's no lilt. Lilt is missing in that. It just goes on like a little wire stringing all the time, then stops and this thing. But the lilt is the continuation and the pulling of the sound together, making into a wave-like thing, is done in the Indian musical style when they sing a raga, melody. Now, there are melodies, of course, but the lilt of the melody is expressed better when you sing, because you can take your voice in every way you like, you can pull it the way you like. Now, but in this one, especially the violin, where you are using the bow, then you have to keep a string in a way that it gives you the effect as if you are singing through your vocal cords, which is a very difficult thing. Vocal cords are your control, you can do it, but here you have to all the time lift the bow and make the sound. So this is known as Gayaki Dhang, means when you sing the same way. But our Western music also singing is in bits. It's not always continuous. When it becomes absolutely continuous, I would say Mozart, I'll give him the highest marks in melodies. He's so melodious. In the same way, you'll see now here, that's the same style it is played. So it's very difficult to play on the violin. Basically it's a, it's a Western instrument. But to use it for this, like sarang is very easy to play in a Gayaki style. But this one to play, because it's a Western music adapted to Gayaki style, that is as you say. So the solo music is not the Gayaki style because it has its own sort of a rendering. But when you accompany it with another musician who is singing, that is sarangi we use mostly, then it is called as Gayaki style. And the same thing if you can play on the violin, it's a master's job. So give him a hand. Also in tabla, you have to understand that these are different beats and all the beats end up on the first. Now any number of these beats can be played to come to the first. But now say it is 10 or it is 12 or it is 60. Now all these permutations and combinations have to be in 16 or 10. So they are all different. So to play them at that time is a master's job again. you follow my point, is the numbering and the mathematics of it. So this is what is a very difficult thing, and unless it is in your really in your central nervous system, I should say, on the myelin sheets of your nerves, you cannot. So this is a great master's job and a great tapasya. It's not easy to master these things. So give him hand also.
Another thing I would like to share with you, that Prabhakarji Dhakre has never had any formal education in violin. He was a vocalist. He was basically a singer. And that is why it goes easy for him to translate his thoughts into violin in the Gaiki thought, in the Gaiki way. Thank you. Singing. Whole atmosphere is tuned to the rhythm. Even the leaf above me, it is dancing to the rhythm. That side also. The rhythm is Nadin Dinda, Nadin Dinda, Nadin Dinda, Nadin Dinda, 16 beats. समोरचे तोरण आहेत ना त्या तबल्याच्या आणि तुमच्या ज्या हृदयावर नाचतायत ते माताजींची मेहरबानी The whole atmosphere is divine. Everything is tuned to the rhythm and the melody that is being created by these two great artists. And it's been a thoroughly enjoyable evening. You want to hear more?
Ice cold here. Ice cold. I mean, goosebumps all over. It is tremendous, tremendous, tremendous. Wow.
I got this like really nice feeling that in that time cameras were invented, and we can see it, because I never been in such a concert, like in these first tours. And I'm sure that those who were there, what a memories for them to see this video right now. And
Yes,
I don't know
and
how many people are watching now, and how do you feel, and how are you, and if you have some memories, really, please share. Please, let's not forget any moment from these precious music evenings in your Sahaj history. And Ada, how are you? Are you okay? You want more music? There was a question from Baba Mama. Do you want
always
more?
more, always more. I think the best what we can do now is to share the link of this amazing concert that goes on indeed for 2 hours, maybe even more, in the presence of Srimati. Baba Mama was there leading the program. Wow, such a young Guruji who was really at the top of his ability, and I think he was just having so much fun, at the end with his high notes, and it's fantastic, and we cannot get enough of everything. I would suggest to leave it for tonight and to raise our kundalinis and give ourselves abundance to end this beautiful, beautiful evening where we could indeed enjoy so much of our dear Guruji. And we will share this documentary also on many groups, because I think it's wonderful for everyone to hear these stories and to also relive in a way, what happened and how we lived with Guruji. So
And
thank you for choosing
thank you
this last this last item, by the way, this last raga. Very good choice, and wonderful. And to you the
And thank
honor
you.
of
Let's say thank you for Shrimataji, because we are so blessed in these moments. In every time after Nirmal TV show, there is this vibrational feeling that so much of blessings. Even now, every moment we get, and let's count them. Let's notice it. Let's say every time thank you, and thanks Shrimataji for this evening. Really feeling like I was in India in musical, some
yes,
special moment.
that is true. We really went to India, so that is
Yeah.
fantastic.
So let's rise Kundalini all together. Next show, Ada. When is the next show?
Yeah, the next show will be in 4 weeks' time, the 10th of February, and we hope to see you all there. Jai Shrimati. Thank
And
you
if you
for
want,
being with
yeah,
us.
and if you want to share the videos or some information or news from your collective, what is happening, please do it. And we are waiting for any message from you.
Jai Shrimati.
Yes, Mataji. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
You are watching